What is going on, guys? I had a weird, long, and vivid dream last night. And before I get into it, I just want to briefly mention something. Um, yesterday, when I was at the auto show that I filmed, I saw these two old dudes talking about how there's an abnormally large number of helicopters flying around. And I'm like looking at them, I'm like, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It's nonstop, 24/7. I don't know what's going on, but I haven't seen it like this probably ever. Just a barrage of helicopters of all kinds, military, non military, whatever it may be, just going back and forth, back and forth. It's just a strange sight to see at all hours of the night, all hours of the day. So, with this dream, I'm going to be a little bit cautious how I word things because it's very politically incorrect and I don't want PoopTube to poop on me. And even though my channel's tiny, they don't care. Um, Basically, has to do with Islamic fundamentalism. But before I even get into that, my online friend and author, also a YouTuber named Cyrus Kirkpatrick, who I talked about on this channel before. I have his books. I watch his channel. It's called Afterlife Topics and Metaphysics. Very interesting stuff. Highly recommend it. I know Dan Beck watches his channel. He was in my dream, and I told him, I talked to him about it today. Um, we were basically some kind of diplomats. I don't know if we were diplomats or business people or some kind of corporate folks. I couldn't tell. We were wearing somewhat casual clothes, but it was on the nicer end of casual. And we were in this dusty, very Middle Eastern looking location, driving on a road in some kind of weird looking automobile that was like, I don't know, it looked like we were driving in an armored car or something. And I saw these like mud brick houses all around and all like just very Middle Eastern looking place. And we got ambushed or something, and we were taken captive. So we were kidnapped, me and Cyrus. I know, I there's no mistaking that it was him. I got such a vivid and good look at him in the dream that there's just no mistaking it for someone else. So we were taken to some large mansion like complex, and there was a man, very odd looking man. He was Middle Eastern looking. He had a very dark black but very shiny beard, and he looked very pristine, like very clean. He had like no blemishes, nothing. He had this perfectly wrapped turban, perfectly worn robe. He looked flawless. And me and Cyrus, I mean, are standing there, and he's not being mean or aggressive, despite the fact that we were just essentially kidnapped. And he's just telling us these stories for what felt like forever. He's just standing there and talking and talking and talking and talking. And me and Cyrus are just listening. and we're listening. Unfortunately, I can't remember what he said, but I can tell you that what I do remember is that it was very emotional. It was very deep. Whatever he was saying was coming from his heart. So that I was able to pick up on. So what happens next is like there I see a different scene, and there were some negotiations taking place, and I see these American looking personnel, CIA types, I don't know, who are calling this guy now. And I presume that he was attempting to negotiate to release us, is what I was getting the sense. That's what I was sensing. The negotiations didn't go well. Something happened. And the next thing I remember is there was just this outburst of war. I almost swear I saw something like nuclear go off. It was really intense and short. It was just one minute from peace, next minute to chaos. And I don't know what happened to us after that. If we got released or whatever, but I've never had such a dream. And I'm now reflecting back on this individual that I saw, this Arab man. And I'm thinking all day to myself, was this Muhammad? Was this some kind of seer or some kind of spiritual teacher because of his pristine appearance? So I'll let you decide that. And yeah.